Welcome to MNC PPC Department of Parks and Recreation's celebration of May is National Physical Fitness and Sports Month. Throughout the month of May, we challenge you to get up, get fit, and play by participating in free activities, classes, and events throughout Prince George's County. Enjoy this fun, interactive, and educational session from a community expert. Be sure to share what you learned during the session with a friend or family member.
Again, welcome and thank you for joining us for our celebration of National Physical Fitness and Sports Month. My name is Savannah Nielsen, and I am a health and wellness assistant with the Department of Parks and Recreation. Before we begin, let's go over a few housekeeping items. You should see a microphone icon at the bottom of your screen like you see here on this screen. You need to click this icon to mute yourself. We ask that you would remain muted to limit any distractions during the program. Next, I want to draw your attention to the camera icon. You will use this to turn your camera off and on. Please be mindful that when your camera is on, all participants joining us this evening will be able to see your screen. You have the option to keep your camera on or turn it off, but remember we want to minimize distractions throughout the program and keep the focus on the presentation being provided. Next, I would like to show you how to pin a participant. To do this, you would need to click on the Show Participants icon. In the Participants column, select the individual you want to view on your screen. Then click or tap the three dots icon to reveal a menu. From the drop-down menu, select Pin for Me. The pin participant becomes a focus in your view and only your view, regardless of the speaker. To unpin, repeat these three steps and select Unpin. Repeat the same process to pin an additional participant, and please note if you're on a web browser, the PowerPoint presentation will be in a smaller window at the top or bottom of your screen. Next, I would like to draw your attention to a new Teams feature. You can now turn on live closed captions during the meeting. To do this, you will click on the three dots for more options. Then you scroll down and find the option that says Turn on Live Captions. You will start to see the captions at the bottom of your screen. You may choose to turn this feature on if you need it. The last icon I want to tell you about is the chat icon. And this will allow you to ask questions throughout the program. To type a question, you will just click on the icon like you see on the screen to bring up the chat box. It should take you to what you see next. Once you see the chat box, as you see on the screen here, there will be a space for you to type your question in. Hit enter and we will see your question on the screen. Please ask your questions throughout the program, and there will be time at the end and throughout the cooking demonstration to answer your questions. And we're looking forward to a great discussion. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce you to our trained professional for the evening. Rosalind Law's education has equipped her with extensive knowledge in holistic nutrition, health coaching, clinical herbs, and preventative health. Drawing on these skills and her knowledge of different dietary theories, she works with clients to help them make healthy lifestyle changes that produce real and lasting results. Law receives her training as a health coach from the Institute for Integrative Nutrition's Innovative Health Coach Training Program. She also received training as a clinical herbalist from the Mid-Atlantic School of Herbalism and the Smile Herb Shop. As a clinical herbalist, she can provide a complete assessment and recommend a customized list of herbal remedies for her clients. She uses food, herbs, and exercise for healing and maintaining a heavenly body. Welcome, Roz. Welcome back.
Haha. Hello, hello, hello. How are you? I am excited to be here. We are, what is it today? The middle of the month. And what is this? Health and Wellness Fitness Month? I like it. Yeah, so listen, I'm putting on my gloves because this is going to be a little messy situation, just a little bit. Well, I'll do that. I'll save this for the second one. The first recipe, listen, today is healthy snacks. Healthy snacks. Listen, that is how we fall sometimes. We're doing well, then all of a sudden that brain tells us, hey, I want something good. I want something different. I want something. And a lot of times, what happens is that something may not be what you should have. So when I say what you should have, that means like what is going to sustain your energy? What's going to sustain your energy level? What are some of those things that you can get like in between your meals? I am an advocate for eating a nice, healthy, well-rounded meal for breakfast. And then we have a well-rounded meal for lunch and a well-rounded meal for dinner. But what's going to happen in between? In between each one of those well-rounded meals, we should indulge in a healthy snack, So today, that's where I'm coming from. I'm going to talk to you all about healthy snacks. I'm going to demonstrate two of my favorite snacks. Because listen, once you're a sugar addict, always a sugar addict. And so I had to come up with a couple of healthy snacks that will satisfy my sugar craving and satisfy this tongue right here. All right. So two of my favorite, I'm going to first start off with the no bake chocolate bark. Is that what it's called? No bake chocolate cookie bark. Let me see. I made it up, so I got to look at the name of it. Healthy no bake chocolate cookie bark. That's what I named it. All right. Very, very good. So number one, it has chocolate. Chocolate. If you are a chocolate lover, this will be a hit. This will be a hit. And it only has a few ingredients, just a few. So I'm going to make that right here in front of you right now. But what are the ingredients? I'm using, so you can actually use a nut butter. So an almond butter or cashew butter or peanut butter, whatever butter you desire, right? So I'm going to be using almond butter for this particular recipe today. So you just have a bowl. I think I'm going to switch bowls. No, this is good. You have a bowl. And then first what I'm going to do is put in my almond butter. I'm using almond butter, and it is a half a cup. So I'm going to mix all of the ingredients in this bowl. First, the almond butter. Second is going to be some oats. Now you can use regular old-fashioned oats, not steel cut oats, but the regular old-fashioned oats. Your old-fashioned oats is 2/3 cup of oats. And so first, let me ask you this. Who knows what benefits, health benefits you get from your almond butter or your peanut butter, your nut butters? What is that going to give you? You can go ahead and type it in the chat. What will that give yield? What will you get from using almond butter, cashew butter, or peanut butter? You can type in the chat. Who is monitoring the chat for me?
I am. Savannah will be
Victoria?
monitoring for you.
Okay, Victoria, right?
Savannah.
Okay, Savannah. Yes.
We got some answers already. We got protein.
Protein. Good job, y'all. Yes, protein for sure. So the next ingredient was the oats. So what does oats give you? What does it do for you, the oats?
Fiber. We got fiber.
Fiber. Yes, fiber is great for cholesterol. It's great for iron, right?
Yeah, more fiber. How about healthy carbs? That's my input.
It's a healthy carb. For sure, it's a healthy carb. For sure. It's a grain, whole grain, so it's a healthy carb. I love it. You're so smart. All right. Next, I have some, and listen, this one, if you're allergic to nuts, you leave it out. But guess what? You're using a nut butter. So, hey, here we go. I have cashews. So you can use cashews, you can use almonds. I just crunched them up. Had a whole handful of almonds, and I crunched them up. Crushed them. So almonds, again, protein, right? Almonds, cashews, all of those are from the nut. A lot of protein. All right, so now let me turn on. This part right here is the best. Now you have to be very, 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 very careful and very quick about this. I'm turning on my pan. And so what I'm going to do is put some coconut oil in my pan. coconut oil, and then I'm going to add my chocolate. Now, these are cacao chocolate bits, morsels, right? These are 70% cacao. Excuse me. Now, when I said you have to be careful because it will heat up really quickly and it will burn. You don't want it to burn, your chocolate to burn, but you do want to melt it. Melt it quickly in your coconut oil. Now, I said it's 70% cacao, and some people say cocoa, but it's pronounced cacao, and that's when it is a real dark chocolate. Now, the higher the percentage, the more bitter it is. The higher the percentage, the more bitter it will become. Turn that pan down. So you see it's melted already, melted nicely. You can put it on low and stir it, melt it, stir it, melt. Now, chocolate, let me turn this off. This cacao is, when your body is craving chocolate, what most people don't realize is that you could be iron deficient and magnesium deficient. So chocolate will help with that. But I'm not talking about a Snickers. I'm not talking about a Mr. Goodbar. I'm not talking about, what is another candy bar? Reese cup. I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about real dark chocolate. And the higher the number, the better it is for you. And then a lot of times you just need just a little bit to just bite a little bit, and then that will satisfy your craving. It will be all you need. I'm adding it to my bowl with my nut butter, my cashews, and my oats. Now, if you notice, I have not used any sugar, any sweetener at all. I'm trying to get all this chocolate. All of this chocolate. There we go. It's a little mess. Now, what I'm doing now, I'm just mixing it all up together. Mixing it. Very nice. Just mix it nicely. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to get a tray, such as this, with some parchment paper. Remember I said it's no bake, but how is it going to get formed? No bake. You're going to get your parchment paper, put it on a tray, some type of tray or plate, whatever you have that's flat. And then you're just going to spoon them out and put them on the paper. You can make them as big or as small as you want. This normally will make about 10. And you can make them as large or as small as you like. Because like I said, really, a lot of times, all you need is just a little bit. Your mind tells you, well, I need some more, I need some more. But if you're deficient in one of those minerals, then you just need a little bit. And you're just gonna go around, put them on the paper. Children will love this. Your children or grandchildren you're doing with them, they will love it. I think it's so much fun. Make that one a little bigger. And then just put it around on your parchment paper. Almost done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm just going to go ahead and make 8. Now, if you're making it just for yourself and you want big, large ones, just make 4 large ones. You can, it's so easy. You can make them at any time. You can repeat this at any time. Then it's going to be on your tray, and then you put it in the freezer. Put it in the freezer. You're going to put it in the freezer. What do I have on here? You all get this recipe tomorrow. I said in the, okay, so I didn't say how long. Even oh yeah, an hour. So you can put it in your freezer for about an hour. The reason why I don't know, at least an hour. The reason why I didn't know, because I put them in the freezer and I forget them until I get that craving. then I remember, oh yeah, my chocolate is in the freezer. Yeah, but at least an hour to get it so they can freeze. So they can freeze. And then it's going to come out like this. They're going to come out like this. Now, a bit of caution is that you pull them out of the freezer when you are ready to eat them. They melt fast. It melts fast, okay? Because it doesn't have any preservatives in it, so it melts fast. So you want to, if you're serving them at a party or just for yourself, just make sure you're not going out in the sun. If you are, just eat it quickly, but it will satisfy your cravings. So I've had this out of the freezer for about a little bit over 30 minutes, and they're starting to get soft already. But I needed to take them out to show you all. But this is your end result right here. What I normally do, I'll put them in a freezer bag, keep them in the freezer. But when you have the craving, when you feel like you need something sweet, a snack, you're up at night watching your favorite show, or sports are on, or whatever it is, go to the freezer, pull one out of the bag, and then put the rest of them back in the freezer until the next time. Make sense? What do you all think? Do I have any questions at all? Any questions? Any comments? Any questions before I go on to the next recipe?
I don't
I'll
see any
wait.
questions just yet, but I'll let you know if they pop up.
All right, I need to grab a paper towel, wipe my hands off. All right. All right, well, if there's no questions, I'm going to move on to my next favorite snack. And actually, this one really is my first snack that I discovered that I made. And so why I like this particular snack is because I can add different herbs to it, so that it can serve several purposes. So I'll talk about that in a second. But it's called nut butter balls. Nut butter balls. So again, we can use almond butter, a peanut butter, a cashew butter, any type of butter, nut butter. All right, that's going to serve as your protein. So today I'm going to use almond butter. I'm using almond butter for this one. And I'm going to put my almond butter in the bowl. I'm using a half a cup. Might be a little extra. Almond butter. Next, I have some dried cranberry. It's a mixture. You can buy it in the store, a mixture of berries. It's cranberries, blueberries. Sometimes you can get raisins if you like, just any kind of dried fruit. Actually, you can use any kind of dried fruit because they have dried mango, oranges, all of that. Whatever dried fruit you would like, put it in there. But in my recipe, I have the cranberries and blueberries. Next, I have some more cacao. This is cacao, 100% unsweetened cacao powder, chocolate powder, putting it in there. Now, that is 1 tablespoon of cacao. Actually, that was cinnamon. That one was cinnamon. Here's the cacao here. So we have cinnamon. So does anybody know of any benefits of cinnamon? What can you use cinnamon for? What will it do for your body? Cinnamon. Put that cinnamon in there already. Cinnamon. Anybody typing anything about the cinnamon?
Nothing just yet.
All right.
See, they say anti-inflammatory, and someone else said helps digestion.
It does. It does. It's warming, pungent, and sweet. And it's a digestive tonic. And also, it helps to soothe the abdominal area, relieving gas and nausea. And cinnamon is antifungal agent, and it helps to calm the nerves. Cinnamon. All right, so now I'm adding the cacao, the chocolate. Cacao powder. This is unsweetened cacao powder. Got my cinnamon, cacao. Next, I'm going down the line here. Next, I'm adding just a pinch of sea salt. You can leave it out. You don't have to use salt if you don't want to. If you're a no salt person, trying to work on your hypertension, you can leave it out. But I just use a little pinch of sea salt. And I use pink Himalayan sea salt. The next ingredient is pumpkin seeds. Now, again, if you want to use sunflower seeds, any type of seeds is great, but this is going to be your omegas. Omegas. So I'm using pumpkin seeds, unsalted pumpkin seeds, and about a half a cup pumpkin seeds. All right. Next is my old-fashioned oats. So here comes the oats again. Here's the oats again. Your fiber, extra fiber. And I'm using all of that. That is 1 cup of old-fashioned oats. The next ingredient is chia seeds. So here's some more seeds, omegas. Very, very, very good for you. And these are grounded. They're ground up. So very good in expansion of your tummy. So it'll help you feel full. So this is really a great snack with the oatmeal and the chia seeds. And one more ingredient I'll name in a minute. But this is your chia seeds. I'm adding that. Help you feel full. If you get a snack, you might as well get a snack that's going to be beneficial to you. Then ginger. Just give it a little kick of ginger. Doesn't hurt anybody. Ginger is great for digestion, right? We already know ginger ale. Great for digestion. And then we have, I already put the cinnamon in there, flaxseed. Now, this is flaxseed. We're using a half a cup of flaxseed. Now, what I did with this flaxseed for this recipe, I soaked my flax seeds. You don't have to, but I like to soak them, and it comes a little gelled. And I just add the flax seed in here. It's going to also help with the swelling of the tummy. Let me read you something about this flax seed that I was reading. And something that you may not know. It's a lot of benefits from flax seed. It has healing properties. It's because it's analgesic, anti-inflammatory, a decongestant, expectorant. It helps calm the arteries. It smooths irritation in the intestinal tract. Talking about flax seeds, right? And it's beneficial for the cardiovascular system. So it's great. A lot of people eat the flaxseed 1 or 2 tablespoons in recipes. You know, you can just put them, you can eat it actually plain. You can put them in a smoothie. You know, get the flaxseed in your diet. All right, the last ingredient is honey. I'm using raw honey. Raw honey, you all know, raw honey acts as an antibacterial, antifungal. When you're having a sore throat, you can just put a little bit in your mouth and let it slide down the throat. It's great for topically for when you have a burn. You can put honey on top of your burn, and it will help with that. I'm using a half a cup of honey, raw honey. Now, you can use regular honey if you like. Now, I'm going to mix all of this together. Mix, mix, mix. Move this to the side so you can see. All together in a bowl. It's going to be really thick. Really thick. You got to mix it. You got to get all of those flax seeds, all of those ingredients mixed together really nicely. So my spoon is getting hard to turn, but that's good because we want this consistency. Now, I was saying that I love this recipe because I can actually, I think, Savannah told you all that I'm an herbalist. So what I like to do is for my clients and for myself, when I'm making it for myself, I like to make these high energy balls. So like during the day, if I'm feeling a little sluggish, a little tired, I need a little bit more energy. I'm about to do a demo, be it in person or virtual, and I'm feeling like I need a little pick me up. So I'll go to my nut butter balls, but I will add some type of herb to it, like maca. Maca is a pick-me-up. Ashwagandha is an adaptogen. So different herbs I can add in here to help me, to give me a little boost. So then I call it nut butter ball boost. Nut butter, something like that. Yes. The point is that you get what you need when you need it in a nice, healthy snack. And I want to add some maca to it, but I'm not going to do that right now. But I did add ginger. Ginger is an energy also. Ginger is a real good pick-me-up. Now I'm going to use some gloves. Now, when I do this with my granddaughter, I have pictures of her making this when she was younger. And she would put the gloves on, but a lot of times she didn't like to put the gloves on. She didn't like it. She said, nope, I don't need gloves. You know, the kids like to be messy. All right, so what you do is get some more parchment paper, which I don't have here. I don't know what happened to it. But anyway, what you're going to do, line this with parchment paper. And then I need the parchment paper, y'all. I need to grab some parchment paper because I need to freeze this for a second. Hold on. Sorry about that. I'm coming. Here we go. Parchment paper. Have to line it with parchment paper. Here we go. Now, you can get as messy as you want, or you can use a spoon. But what I like to do is roll them into balls. And again, you can make these balls as large or small as you like. You make them little snack balls, or you can make them bigger. Energy balls. Snack, good healthy snack. You make them balls. Then what I'm going to do is put them in the freezer. Put them in the freezer again, just like I said before. Now, I normally put these in a container, in a frozen container, like one of those little snap containers, because they just keep fresh a little bit longer in the freezer. You know, my granddaughter would say, make them big, make them big. But when you bite into these, it's just divine. Nice, nice snack balls. And guess what? You don't even have to freeze them if you don't want to. Some people will just eat it just like this, which you can. It's just the same. It's the same ingredients, except for they're a little harder, a little crispy when they're frozen. And I haven't made these in a while. So I need them in my life right now. Yes. Nut butter balls. Nut butter balls. Does anybody have any questions? Any questions? Any comments while I roll these? Any questions? Any comments?
Nothing yet, but I'll say that I've had those energy balls and they really make such a difference. Like especially if you're really hungry and like need a little snack or like before a workout, they're like actually perfect for that.
Oh, yes. Well, you work out. Neil, I just thought about this too. When my granddaughter was smaller, like she was in elementary school, she's 15 now. But when she was smaller, well, actually, it holds true in schools, period, that you're not supposed to give your kids medicine or anything like that for, you got to give it to the nurse and the nurse has to monitor it, right? Well, I used to put the energy balls in, like I said, the maca or whatever it is to give her a little bit of energy, especially if I know that she's been up all night or didn't get good rest and she's tired. I would put one of these in her lunch. And she would eat this during lunchtime. And guess what? Vibrant. She'd be awake. And they wouldn't know it. They wouldn't know. They would not know. Give her what she needs, adaptogens, some herbs for focus. That's just because I'm a herbalist and I know what to do. But you can sneak a lot of good stuff in these energy balls, in these balls. Nut butter balls, should I say. All right, so I am done making the balls. I'm going to come around there and show you all the balls, nut butter balls. See that? Can you see them? Very, very good. Can you see that?
See them.
Savannah?
Yeah, it looks perfect.
Perfect, right? And you're just going to just run these in the freezer again for about at least an hour. But like I said, I'll put them in a container, one of those snap-on containers, and just leave them in the freezer for when I need a pick-me-up. And then when I need some, if I'm going out or whatever, I'll take them out, put them in a freezer bag. I mean, a Ziploc bag. Sorry about the competition for the dogs. Somebody must be coming to the door. Freezer bag. And then I have them, then I'm able to enjoy them. And then again, here are the no bake chocolate bark. And I just want to say, yep, they're getting soft. They've been out for an hour now. So they're definitely getting soft. But I'm just going to put these right on back in the freezer and let them freeze. And then I'll put them in a Ziploc bag. And then they'll be there for when I need a nice, healthy snack. Pick me up when I'm up late at night doing some work on my computer, making up recipes for you guys. And that's it. That's all I have. That's all I have today. That's it. Healthy snacks. 2 of my favorite healthy snacks. So now, I like to pose a question. I always like to know a takeaway. Anybody have any takeaways? Anything that you learned today? Something that you might want to try, implement at home? Something new? You can type it in the chat. Type it in the chat. Type it in the chat for me. Or something that you said, oh, I never thought about that. That looks like a good idea. Type it in the chat for me.
Some responses coming in. Yes, we love hearing from you all. We got 10 participants on tonight. Someone said, I didn't know you could eat oats uncooked.
What?
I actually also learned that recently. Like they actually taste good when they're uncooked. But like when they're sitting in the and like the peanut butter and all that, they get like nice and soft. So
Absolutely. That is great. Now, yeah, I'm glad you learned that today because yes, you can eat it uncooked. And so when I make oatmeal in a pot and cooking it, I don't even cook it long. I don't cook it long. You know how I think I've been doing this so long that you know how when you go other places and they serve oatmeal and it's soft and mushy and runny, I don't care for that one. I like it thick where I can actually chew and bite into my oats. So I'm glad you learned that today.
Yeah, we got another
What else you
great
got?
question that came in. How long can you store both of these after making them before they go bad?
So guess what? I did this. I found some. I told you I'll put it in the freezer, right? And I'm not really a big chocolate girl. Every now and then, I need to get some chocolate in my life because I am a little anemic, iron deficient. So every now and then, so I think I did these chocolate cookie bars. I did them for a demo maybe about 6 months ago. Yeah, maybe about 6 months ago. And today, when I did these and put them in the freezer last night, I found a bag. So maybe about 6 months ago. So the chocolate had turned white. It had turned white. So I would say because it doesn't have any preservatives, I would say at least maybe 2 months. Maybe 2 months. Um, yeah, I would say maybe 2 months. Just go ahead and take care of them. Go ahead and eat them and make some more.
How long would you say for the power balls?
Yeah, the same thing.
Oh, 2 months. Awesome.
Yeah, because the thing is, and not unless you have them, I put these cookie bars in a Ziploc bag. I put these balls in a container. And it just depends on how fresh and how tight the seal is, you don't have a lot of air in there. And so, um, but I would say 2 months for the balls as well. But I'm
Do
telling
you
you, they're so
freeze?
good. They're
Do
so
you
good.
freeze
You're
them,
not,
or you just put them in the
yeah,
fridge?
the balls,
Yeah.
I put them in a freezer. I put them in the
Oh, cool.
freezer. I put them in the freezer. Now, this is the thing. Sometimes I'll pull them out of the freezer and stick them in the refrigerator because I know, like, if I know my grandchildren, somebody's coming over, then when they open the refrigerator, they see the container with the balls in it. So they're excellent cold. They're excellent cold. So even if they're frozen, they're crunchy, you can bite into it like a cookie. But in the refrigerator, they're not as hard. But it just depends on your preference. The bottom line is you just get it in. Healthy snack, however you like it.
Yes. Another question, and I actually just Googled this myself recently. Someone asked, what's the difference between old-fashioned oats and quick oats?
And what was the second part?
And
Quaker?
quick oats. So like the
Oh,
minute oats.
so it depends on so it's processed. So old-fashioned oats is straight from the oat, especially if you get the organic, but it's just straight from the oat. If it's 1 minute of anything means that it's the way it's processed. That means you can make it quickly, and it strips from some of the nutrients from it. And anytime anything is processed, that's what it is. They kind of shortcut it. It's just stripped from all the nutrients. And so I don't usually do 1 minute oats. I don't normally do instant oats in a pack because all of those are quick. And really, when you prepare anything, just take the time to prepare your food. Just take the time if you can. If you have to do quick, 1 minute, get that in. I say as long as you get the oats in. But if you can take your time, just take your time and do it. You have another one?
I don't see any more questions or takeaways.
So
Give
those
another
were a lot of
minute.
questions. Any takeaways? Anybody gonna try this? Anybody gonna try it?
I was already thinking about making the power booster balls before this cooking demonstration, so I think this was just a sign for me.
Yeah, there you go.
Got some other people saying yes, definitely gonna make the energy balls again. Someone else
Yes.
is typing. See what they say. I'll let you
I'm gonna
know.
bite into these right now. I want to bite into
Go ahead, give it a taste.
the raw one, the raw Mm.
Someone said, we got two more in here. Someone said, my problem is I don't have freezer space for a tray of treats.
Well, so for 1 hour, like you can't move stuff around for 1 hour, or put them in a smaller something or on a smaller saucer, make a little bit. I don't know.
Or maybe
If you put them,
individually package them.
individually package them. I'm trying to help you out.
Someone said the same person. She said not possible, unfortunately.
Okay, well, just try it in the refrigerator and not the freezer. If you can have them, put them in the refrigerator and leave them in there a little bit longer, then it may still work for sure. You just have to get it cold.
And then someone else said, can Hershey's unsweetened cocoa be used?
I've never used Hershey's, but I don't think, as long as it's unsweetened and the ingredient says cacao powder and with the, so it should be good. I've used, what is that brand I use? Oh, I used to get mine from Trader Joe's or Mom's Market or Wegmans, where it just says cacao powder. Comes in a bag.
Ooh, it looks like
Mhm.
someone's typing, but I'm not sure if we have any more comments just yet. Oh, someone said that energy herb you spoke of, was it matcha?
Maca, M-A-C-A.
I'll type it in the chat.
Maca, M-A-C-A. It comes in a powder form. I'm here in my herbal studio. So it comes in a powder form, and it kind of reminds you of a ginger. And you just need a little bit. I normally add this to my smoothies or anytime I need a little bit of extra kick or energy, then I know to go to my maca. Maca and ginger, they work well together.
And then someone else asked if they can get contact info to schedule an appointment with you.
With me? Yeah. Yes. So you can find me, you can email me at heavenlybodieslive@gmail.com. Heavenly Bodies Live, and bodies is BODIES. Heavenly Bodies Live. Some people say live. Heavenly Bodies Live at gmail.com. You want to type that in the chat?
Yeah, I'm typing it for you. I'm making sure I spell
Awesome.
heavenly right.
Heavenly, HEAV is in Victor, ENLY,
Yes.
BODIESLIVE at gmail.com.
Perfect. Yeah, I just put it in the chat for anyone that wants that.
I appreciate it. I
No
appreciate
problem.
it. All
And you
right.
also
Well,
have a website as well, right?
oh yeah, I do. Actually, everything is Heavenly Bodies Live, heavenlybodieslive.com. That's my website, heavenlybodieslive.com. Very easy to find. You go in there and you can shop for some of my products, my recipe book, my healing shots, schedule a
Awesome.
consultation through my website as well.
Thank you so much, Ross. Someone else said this was a very good presentation and very informative, and they look forward to receiving the recipes, which we will get out to you all.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, I will see you all the next time. I'm not sure when the next time is going to be virtual, but
I think
I'll
June.
see y'all in June.
Yes, in June.
All right. Sounds good. All right. You all have a wonderful day. Enjoy yourself. Drink plenty of water because it's getting warm outside. Plenty of water and keep up that healthy lifestyle. I'll see y'all later.
Thank you, Roz.
Bye.
And thank you all for joining us today. Before we leave, I just have two announcements. We want your feedback. Complete the survey in 24 hours that we'll send you via email to be entered into a drawing for a health and wellness gift bag. Also, please join us for our next in-person nutrition workshop on May 23rd from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. at Suitland Community Center. You can register through parksdirect.com. And also, you can visit wellness.pgparks.com for May health and wellness program offerings. And also, we have some smoothie cooking demonstrations with Roz coming up in June and July as well. So keep an eye out for those. And thank you again for joining us, and have a great rest of your night.
Thank you again for joining us, and we hope you can join us for more programs throughout the month of May to celebrate National Physical Fitness and Sports Month. For more videos to help get you up, get fit, and play, visit the Department of Parks and Recreation's online resource center at pgparks.com or the Health and Wellness Virtual Library at wellness.pgparks.com. To find more National Physical Fitness and Sports Month activities, classes, and events, visit pgparks.com and search for May Is.